Hey there, is your company, your team, your organization in need of some effective leadership development, of some leadership training? Let me tell you something, for 25 years plus, I've been inside organizations helping them increase their cultures, their performance, individual performance, and so forth. But about 15 years ago, we realized that leadership has a lot to do with organizational and company culture, and that a leader plays a huge role in whether the company thrives or doesn't do so well. And we have worked with companies through tough times and good times. And in either case, an effective leader can get results. And so 15 years ago, we went to work realizing that leadership is the key, and we created something called the Leadership Academy. And you know what? It's been powerful as we've been able to provide this training inside many organizations. Let me take you back for just a second. And that is, several years ago, I interviewed Ken Blanchard. Yes, the authority on leadership. He's written 50 best-selling books on leadership. He was a guest on my podcast, the Unleash Your Greatness Within podcast. And I remember as we were visiting in that podcast, I talked to him about culture and I talked to him about leadership. And he said, remember this, TJ. He said, talking about culture and performance and so forth, he says, leadership is mirrored throughout the organization. Whatever the style, good or bad, of the leader is going to be mirrored and duplicated throughout the organization. Here's what I found, and I think research stands behind this, and that is most organizations and employees believe that leaders have not been trained effectively. Oftentimes, high potential employees catch the eye of leadership, and then they get that position into a supervisory role or a management role, or even later on a leadership executive role or something like that. But many times we have found is that they are not effectively trained to be effective leaders when it comes to working with people and all the dynamics that comes with leadership and working with people. And so about 15 years ago, we created the Leadership Academy. And what we did when we dove into it, we thought we'd give a couple options. Number one, we've created a one-day training, which is a full, complete, one-day, thought-provoking, activity-driven conversations and discussions that take place and inspirational that all happen in one day. That might be a good fit for you. But we also have, which I think is even more popular, is the 6-month comprehensive Leadership Academy, where every month we meet with your people. We do individual coaching calls every month to make sure they're learning and applying the principles that they learn every single month. And then with most organizations, we divide a group. Let's say the Leadership Academy is typically around 30 to 35 people, sometimes 20 people, but we divide them into groups of about 5 or 6. And in the last 3 months of the Leadership Academy, they are assigned by the company issues or challenges that they need answers on, or they want to improve upon, or maybe their goal is to take advantage of an opportunity, but they haven't taken the time to discover the answers and so forth. While this Leadership Academy in their individual groups are assigned what we call a capstone project, where they then get assigned to them an opportunity, a challenge, and they go to work on it as a team, as a cross-functional team, because usually each group comes from different departments that are within that group. And boy, do they go to work for 3 months. And at the end of 3 months, they present their findings to the executive team and the rest of the Leadership Academy class and point out the action items that need to be taken based on their research. And boy, do those organizations, when they put those capstone projects in action to work on them, I have seen miraculous change within companies. So my reason for this video is just to introduce you to the Leadership Academy. We've worked with many major companies. Many of those you would recognize. You can see on our website, greatnesswithin.com, many of the organizations that we've worked with. And I just challenge you that if you believe your team, your organization can use a checkup from the neck up, a little leadership academy or leadership training, listen, please reach out to us. We would love to have a conversation with you to decide if our leadership training would be a good fit for you. And one special thing we do with our leadership academy is we customize it. For every organization that we have served, and there have been many of them, each of those leadership academies are slightly different based on the needs of that organization. We provide an excellent service and product that can help you and your people develop the management and the leadership skills that will help your culture thrive, whether it's in good times or difficult times, to get your people more motivated and thrive so that everybody wins. It's all about unleashing your greatness within. How do you need to unleash your organization's greatness? We look forward to hearing from you.